Hey guys, we're Rebecca
and Jessie
with Modern Vintage Events.
And this is Planning in Prosecco.
You know what is really fun? Hide and seek. You know what really sucks? Hidden fees.
Sometimes when you start working with a vendor, their pricing can seem so reasonable, but then as you get closer to the wedding day, they start to tack on extra fees. Fees that were pretty much hidden when you booked with them.
This can be frustrating and confusing because many times these are fees that you would never have thought to ask about. So, ask questions. They don't quite come as such a shock when you know to budget for them in the first place. Ask your venue, your caterers, any vendors, are there any fees that are not listed in my paperwork or contract that I should be aware of? These could be extra fees for your catering to bring ice or beverages.
Still totally worth them doing it for the convenience.
They could be a fee for rental items like a Carter Hoffman.
The thing that keeps your food warm before it's served to guests.
Or rentals for serving and buffet items, or even extra labor and time for staff to do things like pour wine at the tables.
Don't be afraid to ask questions to uncover these things. Ask the venue if there are extra setup or cleanup fees, or if they charge for parking. Ask the caterer if they need any extra rentals, or if there is a fee for beverages or disposables. Ask the DJ or photographer how many hours are included in your package, and how much is it to add on additional hours.
Add-ons are not necessarily a bad thing, but they are something that you didn't anticipate having to pay for. In fact, it's a good idea to budget for last-minute and unexpected things. If you have a miscellaneous category in your budget you can pull from for anything unexpected, that will help.
When discussing new things with vendors, you can ask them what the cost will be and determine if it's a necessary cost. Trays and tray jacks for bussing plates and glassware, necessary cost. Wine service with dinner is not necessarily a thing that you have to have, so you can evaluate whether or not you want to do it and add it to the expense. If you have 20 extra guests attend, you will need to add on a generator because of power needs, or maybe you have to confirm the tent we talked about. Those are some things that can fall into the necessary cost category.
Asking about add-on fees can be the most important when working with an inclusive venue. Try to get them to provide you with some sort of estimate on what you may spend there. Some inclusive venues have this completely laid out, depending on what package you pick, and some may have to ask you more specific questions on what you're looking for.
What it really boils down to is that paying for things is a lot easier to stomach if you know about it ahead of time and have time to plan for it. It is those last-minute additions the week before that can be really stressful. Try to inform yourself as much as possible early in the process.
If this was helpful, please like it and share it with your friends.
Subscribe to our channel by clicking here for more wedding planning tips.
You can also read more on our blog at modernvintageevents.com.
Join us again soon for the next installment of Planning in Prosecco. Until then,
happy planning!